Hello and welcome to Balancing Act. I'm Samantha. I'm going to roll you through 45 minutes of a vinyasa flow today. I'm glad we're going to take a little more time today. We're going to be able to get into our back bends and do a little bit of core work at the end. So we're really going to take our time and really hit all the right places. All right, so come to the front of your mat as usual. We're just going to ground ourselves to get started. Press those big toes into the mat. Separate your toes. Try to get those webbings as wide as you can. And then feel the roots grounding into the floor. As you feel yourself getting stable, I want you to lift your body here. I want you to tuck your tail, squeeze your glutes, drop your shoulders nice and low, bring your hands to heart center, namaste. Drop your chin just a tad to lengthen the back of your neck. And imagine there's a string just pulling you up to the ceiling, making you a little bit taller than you were before. Find your breath here and inhale the arms up nice and high and reach. Deep inhale and exhale, drop the shoulders. Grab your left elbow and pull your body over to the right side. Just gently pull, gently but actively grab that elbow from as low as you can and just pull it over. Keep your body in one straight plane here and then reach to the sky one more time. Deep inhale, drop the shoulders and grab the right elbow and pull your body over to the left side. Really focus on pressing down with the foot on the right side here, because your weight's going to want to fall onto the left here. So I want you to really keep it evenly distributed and then back up to the top. Inhale the arms up nice and high. Drop the shoulders and open up the arms. Twist really big. Reach toward that back wall. Open up the chest toward the side of the room. Sweep the right hand all the way down and back up. Inhale deep, drop the shoulders and open up to the left side. Reach back. Open up the chest, so nice and big. Active spinal twist here. Sweep the left arm down and reach up to the sky. Drop the hands, drop the arms, and just slowly forward fold. Straighten the legs as much as is really comfortable. I want a nice soft bend in the knees here. And interlace the hands and just rock side to side here for a moment. Let gravity pull things down towards your head. Feel that pressure building up. And just rock side to side. I like to invert right at the top of class. Get everything moving in the other direction. Move your hands to the back of your neck or just the back of your head for a little cervical stretch here. Just let the weight of your forearms pull down on your head just gently. Drop the hands and arch the back. Look up and look down and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Very nice. All right, I want you to put your feet together here. Well, not together, just hip width apart. Arms raised to the sky. We're just going to crunch like in a standing pose here. Your knees come to your right knee to your elbows, and then step back, not too far, and drop your right knee down. Come back up. Your knee comes in, crunch. You really have to balance here. Find a focal point, your drishti, something to look at that's not moving right in front of you to help your balance. And just move through these nice and slow. This is not like a big deep lunge. Your legs are at a 45-degree angle in the front and in the back. And you're just activating your whole left side here, almost like a little mini, what would you call that? Not a pistol squat. I don't know, but we're really activating the left glutes here and pulling down. Really think about crunching in your core. And back again. Awesome. Drop the hands down. Extend that back leg and take a nice big runner's lunge here. Rock back and forth. Deep breaths. Plant the right hand and raise the left. Take a big spinal twist here. Twisting runner's lunge, best stretch in the world. And drop the hand. Pull those left toes back towards your nose. And step that right foot forward. Forward fold one more time here. Interlace the hands, rock side to side. And roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale the arms up nice and high. This time on the left. So crunch in that left knee. Step back and plant the knee. Bring it up again. Woo, that's hard to balance when you're moving. If you fall, you fall. Who cares? We have to challenge our bodies. We have to be willing to fall. We have to be willing to fail. We're just playing here. So step back, gentle lunge, crunch, open it up. Keep those shoulders nice and dropped. Don't wear them as earrings. Last one here. Woo! It's a challenging one. And step back. Awesome. Drop the hands. Extend that back leg nice and long and come to your runner's lunge. Rock back and forth here just a couple times, warming up the legs. Plant the left hand and raise the right. Big spinal twist. Deep breaths. Bring that hand down. Bring those toes to your nose, bend the back knee, and step forward. Interlace the hands, forward fold. Roll up gently, one vertebrae at a time. Really think about stretching the back of your neck as you come up all the way to the top. Inhale the arms up nice and wide. And reach and forward fold. Just gently walk the feet back into your down dog. Awesome. Move your tailbone toward that back wall and pedal out your dog here. Again, you're going to feel that pressure, the blood running to your head, filling up your sinuses and pressure behind your ears. Let that be. Just enjoy it. We want gravity to flow in the opposite direction. We don't want it pulling us down toward the ground. Our skin and our spine and everything, gravity is just constantly pulling it. Okay, so we're making circles here with our tailbone. So make circles to the left with your tailbone and then circles to the right. Awesome. Take your toes up nice and high on your tippy toes. Pivot your feet to the left so that your heels are moving to the left. Plant them down and push back into your down dog. Back up on your tippy toes. Swivel those feet all the way to the right and plant them down and push back down dog. Nice stretch down your IT band here on your left side. Back up on your tippy toes. This time I want you to put your heels together like first position dancers. Plant your feet down as low as they can and push back down dog. Awesome. Swivel those feet parallel again, hip distance apart, and come to your knees. Let's do some cat-cows. Arch and round. Arch and round. Arch the back. This time when you round it, bring it all the way back to your feet. And pull it up again, arch. And round it all the way back. Warm up the spine. Warm up the shoulders. Beautiful. And press back into your down dog. Take a stroll to the front of your mat. And again, last one, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. All the way to standing. Beautiful. All right. Let's roll into some warm-up sun salutations. Hands come to heart center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Right leg steps back. Plant the knee, untuck the toes, and come up into a nice crescent. Left leg comes back. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg comes between your hands. Plant the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Right toes to your nose, bend the back leg and spring forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back if you can. You can do that. Roll your spine up if you like, but flat back if it feels right, and dive back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Left leg steps back. Drop the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, rise down. I guess so. Step back, plank pose. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, big up dog. Open the chest and press back down dog. Left leg comes between the hands. Drop that knee. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Left toes to your nose. Bend the right leg and spring forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Dive down. Inhale, lift. Right leg comes back. Plant that knee. Untuck the toes. Rise up. Big circles with your arms. And left leg comes back. Plank pose. Land in that plank nice and strong before you bend the elbows close to your rib cage and rise. Pull forward into your up dog. Press back down dog. Right leg comes between the hands. Drop that knee. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Pull those toes to your nose and spring forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Squeeze your glutes when you rise up and drop back down. Inhale, lift. Left leg comes back. You should be feeling some heat building in the body now. We're moving every muscle and joint. Right leg comes back. Slowly lower. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Push back. Left leg comes between the hands. Drop that knee. Arms circle up and circle down. Left leg. Pull those toes to your nose as you bend the right and spring forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the head and neck nice and soft and come all the way up to standing flat back if you can. Dive back down. Right leg comes back. Keep the knee up this time. And I want you to rise all the way up into a high lunge. Nice, strong high lunge. Our legs are warmed up for this now. Open to warrior two. Tip back, peaceful. And cartwheel it all the way down. Left leg comes back, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg comes between the hands. Keep the left leg up this time. Rise up to your high lunge. Open up warrior two. Tip back. And cartwheel down. Come back to your runner's lunge. Toes to nose, bend that back leg and spring forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up. And come down. Inhale, lift. Left leg comes back. Keep that left knee up this time. Come all the way up to your high lunge. Nice and strong. Drop the shoulders. Open up warrior two. Push that right knee out in your warrior two. Don't let it collapse in and tip back. Peaceful warrior. And cartwheel it down. Right leg comes back. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg comes between the hands. High lunge. Open up warrior two. Tip back. Cartwheel all the way down. And bring those toes to your nose. Step forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Okay. Wonderful job. Warm-up sun salutations have done the trick. So just hang here for a moment. Rock side to side. Arms interlaced. And we're going to do a roll up again. So one vertebrae at a time. All the way to standing. Beautiful. Hands come back to heart center. Step those feet together, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Find your grounding here, back to home base. Bring up those kneecaps, squeeze your glutes, and tuck your tail. Try to remember those points when you get back to this pose. Inhale the arms up nice and high. Exhale, forward fold. Both feet step back into your down dog. Breathe into plank pose and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Press those hips down. Open up the hip flexors. Tops of the toes are pressing nice and strong into the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the shoulders back away from your ears. And press back down dog. Let's bring up that right leg. Just let it float up nice and gently. Consciously drop the hip. Drop that right hip. It's going to automatically try to open up, so drop it down. Flex your foot so strong and try to stamp your foot on the back wall. Breathe here. Bend your knee and drag that right knee towards your nose and crunch. Press back, three-legged dog. Where you started from, the dropped hip, bring it in, press it back. Last one, bring it in, press it back. And plant it between your hands. Awesome. All right, so we're in a nice deep runner's lunge here. Press the right hand into the mat and press the left hand into the mat, raise the right. Take a few breaths here. You can move to front to back here by just rocking on the ball of your left foot, which is kind of a nice thing to do. Bring the right hand down and open up the left. Open up the chest here. Pull the right shoulder away from your ear and take a few breaths with this opposite twist. Drop the left hand. Once again, open the right and breathe. And switch sides, open the left and breathe. Beautiful. Drop that left hand. Bring the right foot back. Back to your down dog. Breathe into plank pose. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Awesome. Once you're in your down dog, really pull those shoulders away from your ears and wrap them towards the front of your body. Try to pull the shoulders away from the spine and away from the ears. Left leg floats up. Drop the left hip. Flex that foot and try to stamp your left foot against the back wall. Deep breath. Bend the knee and drag it towards your nose. Crunch. Press back, three-legged dog. Crunch. Press back. Crunch. And press back. And then bring it all the way through and plant your left foot. Plant your right hand and raise the left, taking a big twist. Sink down into those hips. Stretching out that hip flexor on the right side. Bringing that knee closer over your toes on the left. Bring the left hand down to the mat and open up the right. Reverse twist. As you're doing this reverse twist, I want you to think about dropping this right knee. I don't want you to open up your whole hip here. So keep the right hip dropped and you're twisting the spine to get that arm into the air. Deep breath, inhale, exhale, and switch sides again. Plant the right, raise the left. Couple of breaths here. And switch sides, raise the right. Beautiful. Bring the left leg back. Breathe into plank pose and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Open up the shoulders, pull them away from the spine, pedal out your dog, and let the right leg float up once again. You can open the hip this time. Make some circles with your right foot to the right and to the left. Beautiful. Bend the knee and drag it to your outside elbow as you come into a nice Spider-Man and push back, three-legged dog. Knee to outside elbow, three-legged dog. Knee to outside elbow, three-legged dog. Plant the right foot between your hands. Take your twist. Take your opposite twist. Beautiful. And now we're going to plant your left hand again, and we're going to put our right foot on top of our left and open up the hand this way. So we're in a big side plank here. If you want to stagger your feet or if you want to drop your bottom knee, be my guest. But just big side plank here. And reach to the sky, push those hips up. Now your right foot, use your right arm if you need to on your mat, but your right foot's going to come all the way back and plant again at the front of your mat. We're going to pull our toes to our nose and come back into your lunge. Toes to nose, back into your lunge. Toes to nose, back into our lunge. And bring the foot all the way back. Breathe into plank pose, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Left leg rises. Just let it float up. Open the hip. Make circles with your ankle to the left and to the right. Nice. Stretch out that hip flexor and drag your left knee toward your left elbow. See if you can make them touch before you press it back. Left knee to left elbow. Press back. Left knee, left elbow. Press back. Plant the left foot. Awesome. Take a big twist. Opposite side, raise the right arm, plant the left. Plant the right arm one more time and stack your legs, coming into your side plank. Stagger if you like, even drop that knee if you need more support, whatever works for you. But big side plank, as strong as you can get it. Press down through your hand and pull your shoulder, your right shoulder away from your ear, squeezing your glutes, pressing your hips up to the sky. And breathe. Then you're going to take your left leg, using your left hand if needed, put it back where it came from, back into your runner's lunge, and then rock back and forth here. Bending the front knee, bending the back knee. Last one. And the left leg comes all the way back. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Immediately that right leg floats up. Open the hip, drop the foot behind you. Let that open up your hip flexors. Just kind of pulse that hip flexor back, bringing the knee back behind you. We're going to take our right knee, we're going to drag it all the way to the front, cross, see if you can touch your left elbow and press back. Right knee to left elbow, press back. Right knee, left elbow, press back. And bring it all the way through. Beautiful. Take your big twist. Open up the body to the right. Bring the right hand down. Bring the left hand up. Bring the left hand down. Bring the right foot to your left foot. Big side plank. If you want to progress this here just for a moment, let that right leg just float up. Just for a moment, squeeze that right glute and let it float up, let it stay. Keep your foot nice and strong. Bring it back down. Right foot comes between your hands. And we're going to flex the front foot, bend the back to your runner's lunge. And alternating to your runner's lunge. Alternating. And drop that back knee. So I want you to take a twist here. If you can just bend that foot and grab it and take a big twist here, grabbing the foot, press the foot against the hand, hand against the foot, and then press your hips toward the mat. I want you to do that. If this is not real for you, then I just want you to twist and place your right hand on your lower back. But if you can grab the foot, then reach back and grab it. You might need to just reach back and just see if you can grab it. You can also use a strap here. Strap is a great tool. You can plant your hand or you can be on your fingertips, whatever works. But we're just really opening up the front of our left thigh here. When you let go of your foot, don't let it slam onto the mat. So let go of it, flex it so that you can hold on and drop it slowly. Then we're going to come into a lizard pose. So we're already almost there. So we're just going to leave our legs where they are and just drop to your elbows if you can. If you want to stay on your fingertips, that's fine too. And you can rock a little bit around here, opening up the hip. The head and neck are just relaxed. Let it fall. Awesome. And press up. Bring that right foot back into your down dog. Breathe into plank pose as you lower all the way down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises. Open up the hip and just let the knee bend. Awesome. Let it open up. Breathe into it. Keep your kneecaps lifted here on your right side. And then bring that knee all the way through. Crunch it and twist it. See if you can touch it to your right elbow and press back. Three-legged dog. And again. Press back. And again. Twist it. Press back. Bring the foot all the way through and plant it. Take your twist. Left arm rises. Inhale. On the exhale, opposite twist. Rise the right arm up. Bring that right arm down. Left arm comes up and left foot stacks onto your left leg. Whoops. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Squeeze your glutes here, and for a progression, let that left leg just float up just for a moment. Squeeze your glutes on both sides to get that leg up and held. Deep breaths. And then that left leg is going to come all the way back. Plant, see if you can land it softly. And then we're going to flex. And then we're going to bend. And we're going to flex. And bend. Last one, flex. And bend. Drop the right knee. Engage this right side. See if you can reach back and grab your foot. See the way I grab it, like I kind of have to grab it with my fingertips and then I can get a better grip on it. So whatever works for you, including a strap, And if you can't do this, then leave that back leg extended and just place your left hand on your lower back. If you're here in the pose, then start to bring your left knee over your left foot and take a twist. Pull your right shoulder away from your ear. Squeeze your glutes. And think about opening up your chest to the left wall. And breathe. Don't forget about breathing. All right, gently let go of the foot. Squeeze it so that it doesn't snap down on the mat. And then gently let it go. And we're going to come right into our lizard pose. So drop your hands both on the right side of your foot. And see if you can drop your elbows to the floor. This is a good place to use a blanket or blocks to bring the floor a little bit closer to you. And we're just going to gently rock a little bit here. Beautiful. All right, left leg comes all the way back again into your down dog. Press back down dog. Inhale to your plank and slowly lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Very nice. Raise that right leg again. Drag it through towards your nose. Crunch really strong and thread your leg through, sitting down on your right hip. Big up dog here. Open up the chest. Pull your hands back and just rock a little bit on that right hip. Bring the leg all the way through again. Kick it back up. And bring it all the way through and keep walking your hands out to your half moon. Open up your body to the left. Nice. Now again, we're going to grab our foot. We're just going to let our leg bend here, upper leg. See if you can grab the top of your foot and press your hand against your foot, foot against your hand. Open up the chest. Keep a micro bend in your right leg. And at the same time, lifting up through the kneecap. And extend it out. And twist it. So flatten out those hips so that your left hip drops. Plant your left fingertips in a tent and then raise the right. Twisting half moon. Open up the chest to the right. Engage that left glute, really squeezing up that leg. And drop the right hand. Bring that foot back. Right leg comes back into your down dog. Breathe in, plank, and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg raises. Bring in the knee all the way to your nose. Crunch it. And then thread the left leg through your right arm. And rock back and forth a little bit here on your left hip. You can just use the ball of your right foot just to rocking back and forth on the ball of your right foot will roll your hip to and fro. And open up the chest. Pull the shoulders back and down. Awesome. Bring that leg all the way through. Kick it up one more time. Step it through and keep walking your hands all the way out to your half moon pose. Open up the body, raise the right arm. Flex that foot nice and strong. Keep a micro bend in your left knee. And squeeze your glutes. Think about if you lose your balance, like I did, just get back up. Think about opening up your hip here and pulling that leg back. Hands and arms are in a big T. So check your alignment on that. I like to flex my foot and point it too. Drop the right hand, drop the right hip, get your balance, micro bend in the left knee, and open up to the left. Left arm raises, twisting half moon. Deep breaths here. Keep elevating that right leg by squeezing your right glutes. So much glute squeezing to do. There's just never enough. And drop the left. Bring that right leg back. Bring the left leg back to match it into your down dog. Beautiful. Get really, really high on your tippy toes. And like a tsunami, I want you to ripple roll from the shoulders, down the spine, to the hips and thighs. Untuck the toes. And nice big up dog. Press back, down dog. One more time, ripple roll all the way forward. God, the ripple rolls just feel so good. Untuck the toes. And one more. Step back, down dog. Onto your tippy toes. Ripple roll forward. And nice strong up dog. Your thighs are off the ground. You're squeezing your glutes, energizing your legs, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. We pass through up dog so much that we kind of sometimes forget that it is a pose in itself that has attention to detail. Beautiful. Roll to our side plank one more time. On the left side, rise it up. Take your right foot and place it on the outside of your mat and press your hips to the sky. Big wild thing. And roll to the other side. Right side, side plank. Plant that left foot. Raise the hips up and wild thing on the other side. Your left leg is bent and your right leg is straight, okay? And back to down dog. Crouch like a tiger and hop all the way through to a seated position. We're going to do about a couple minutes of core work here. So we're going to come right into our boat pose. Now your boat pose is either a nice big V like this, or you have your legs in tabletop. If this gets too difficult, I want you to not put your feet on the ground for the whole core section. If you need to, then hug your knees in, but your feet are not to touch your mat until I say we're done with the core section, okay? So we're here, or you're hugging in, or you're in a full boat. You're breathing, bringing your shoulders back and down. Okay, making a big triangle with your body. If you want to elevate this, progress it, you can raise your hands over your head. Opening up the chest. Really yogi's choice, you can kind of mix it up a little bit. If you want to grab your big toes, you can grab your big toes here. That really helps to open up the chest and pull the shoulders back and down. And from here, we're just going to lower it down into a lying boat pose, okay? I want your lower back fused to the mat. Again, if this is too hard, I want you to hug your knees in. Do not put them on the mat. Hot lava on the mat. We're not touching it. So we're in a lying boat pose, and if you want to put your arms over your head for an even bigger challenge, go ahead, but you're driving your lower back into the mat. Now bring those knees in. You can drop your head and neck. Hands come straight up to the ceiling. Extend the left leg and the right arm back to center. Extend the opposite leg and arm. Now we're in some dead bugs here. Again, every time you extend, press your belly button down toward your spine so that you couldn't even slip a piece of paper underneath your lower back. Your lower back is absolutely fused to the mat. Rolling through these. Awesome. Good job, guys. Your core is definitely on fire now. But isn't that the point? Yes, it is. So let's keep going. Hug your knees in again and take a break if you need to. The breaks are totally available. You just can't drop your feet because you'll get burned by the hot lava and you'll get bitten by the sharks. Okay, now we're going to extend our legs and we're going to drop them one at a time. Left leg and right leg. I do want your hands in a basket and your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Think about opening up your chest to the sky and not really driving your chin into your chest. I more want your chest to the sky. Almost done here, guys. And if for the last 15 seconds or so, we're just going to flutter out our legs just for a quick burnout. And hug those knees in. Awesome job. Awesome job. Roll your legs, your knees to the right and then to the left. Massage out the lower back. And now you can put your feet on the ground, hip distance apart. Imagine there's a resistance band around your knees. So as you lift up your hips, your knees are not splaying out, okay? They're facing forward. You're pressing down through your big toes, even though your feet want to roll to the outside. Big toes pressing down, hips coming up, squeezing your glutes. Clasp your hands underneath your back and roll up on top of your shoulders to get some more elevation in this and more arch in your back. Press your fists into the ground as you press your hips up to the sky. The back of your neck is nice and long. And please don't ever look to the left or the right while you're in this pose. I don't want you to tweak your neck. Just squeeze your glutes and press your hips to the sky. Back of your neck is so nice and long. Here's where you can tuck your chin into your chest. Absolutely. And then start to unwrap those shoulders from underneath you. Drop the tailbone. Try to do it one vertebrae at a time from the top to the bottom and make some circles. Opposite direction. Circle, circles. Feet come to the ground again. You can do another bridge like that if you want to come to a full wheel. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and press all the way up into a big full wheel. Again, you still have the imaginary resistance band that's pulling your knees together. Just press your big toes into the mat to get that activated. And when you're in your big full wheel, stretch out your face. Make the ugliest faces you can make. Such a great time to stretch out your neck and your face muscles while you're completely inverted on your head like this. Your neck is already all stretched out, so it will feel good to maneuver your mouth and your cheeks. And come all the way down, one vertebrae at a time from the top of your neck all the way down. Last to come up is your knees and make some circles. Awesome job. Ooh, I love a nice big back bend. To the right and to the left. Plant the feet here. Just windshield wiper out the knees here. A little bit of light mobility to counteract what we just did. To the left and right. Awesome. Take your legs, bring them straight up to the sky, and clasp the outsides of your feet and drag those knees down to the ground into your happy baby pose. So happy baby is tricky sometimes because you kind of roll from side to side on your spine. It's really hard to, if you pull down those feet and really try to land on your very, very lower back, you can get some more stability. And that's what I want you to think about doing. Because if you're too high in your back, you're going to roll from on your spine from side to side. You just can't. So think about dragging your knees down more toward the bottom of your mat and really pressing your very, very lower back into the floor to get some real strong stability. Awesome. Let the legs open up and come to a big straddle. Big straddle. Just let them open. Let gravity just open up your groin here. Stretch out the insides of your legs. Make some circles with your feet to the front and then to the back. Awesome. Bring your heels together and then your knees together. We have both knees in now, so grab your right knee, extend your left, and bring that right leg as straight as you can. Think about really pressing your left leg into the mat here as you're stretching your right. And switch. Hug in the left knee. Extend the left leg. Your legs might be very, very different here. That's totally fine. One is definitely going to be more flexible than the other. Now take in that left knee and bring it into your spinal twist. Everything comes over to the right side as you open up your left arm and twist. And other side. Hug in the right knee, spinal twist to the left, wring out your spine, open up your right arm towards the side wall here. Beautiful. And back to center. Hug that knee in and let everything go into your Shavasana. This was such a nice, well-rounded practice. We really hit all the places. If you want to, before you do your Shavasana, add in a handstand or just a headstand or some handstand hops. That's kind of like something we could have added in, but I think we really kind of hit all the bases here. We inverted, we twisted, we toned, we stretched, we balanced. So let's enjoy that and take the win. Peace out. I'll see you here next time on Balancing Act.